Heading upstream for instruction. There's nothing like on-the-water instruction when it comes to learning new angling techniques and refining your existing skills. For 18 years, my stream smallmouth schools have taught hundreds of individuals how to be better smallmouth anglers. At one of these limited enrollment schools, you'll get individual instruction tailored to your specific needs. I and my assistant instructor, Dan Johnson, will be right there, allowing you to acquire huge amounts of on-the-water experience in a single day. One technique you'll learn is the crayfish hop. I pioneered this absolutely deadly technique nearly 20 years ago, and it's my go-to method for catching river smallies when fish are finicky due to falling temperatures, low visibility water, or whenever they're bottom oriented. The crayfish hop produces when other techniques draw a blank, and you won't learn it anywhere else. Sure, I've written about the hop in my book, Smallmouth Fly Fishing, but being right in the river with an expert instructor is the real way to understand the various components of this killer bottom bouncing method. You'll learn how to combine the proper retrieve with the right leader, a good strike indicator, and the correct flies. Of course, schools are primarily learning experiences, but participants of the schools also catch some nice fish doing the hop. Here I'm helping a student land a dandy 16-incher. And this 17-incher was caught by another student. Even exotic smallies can't resist the hop. This 20-inch South African fish fell for the technique after I showed my fishing partner how to do it on a recent trip to that distant country. You also learn the minnow twitch and tease technique. This is a deadly against the current retrieve. We'll show you what flies to use for the twitch and tease, and most importantly, you'll learn the correct rod tip action. Combining the right flies and retrieve produces a wild darting and fluttering motion that's extremely appealing to smallmouth.
Let it slide through my fingers, and I'm not, the current is pulling that fly downstream. As you can see, it's sliding through my left hand, and the fly is going downstream. So I've just let out about 5 feet, sort of 6 feet. Keeping an eye on the strike indicator. There might be the place where you wouldn't feel the strike as towards me. By actually, I sort of bring up the rod, slowly twitching the rod tip at the same time to bring the, and then I'm retrieving a little bit with my left hand. So I'm keeping the rod angle pretty good for a hooking. And now my fly is back there where it was. And sometimes letting that fly downstream, letting the line slide through your fingers.
And here's a young student who learned how effective the twitch was when he landed this excellent smallmouth. And in one of the South African rivers I fished last season, the twitch and tease was a ticket to success. This huge fish was just one of dozens I teased into striking. Of course, topwater techniques are also covered in my stream schools. Our decades-long experience with topwater smallmouthing enables my assistant Dan and I to teach you the ABCs and some of the XYZs of surface fishing. The machine gun, the slow poke, and the standard retrieves are all covered. Many other important things are also covered in these day-long schools. How river levels and temperature determine smallmouth activity in their locations is explained. How to read the river is covered, as is smallmouth biology, and naturally, tackle, gear, and flies are thoroughly discussed. Over the years, anglers ranging from highly experienced to near novices have all benefited from taking a smallmouth school, just as this father and son did. So how about you? To find out more, go to smallmouthflyangler.com.